A single prisoner altered the fate of hundreds, but he paid a high price for it. Now it is I who brings him back from there. He is weak and has forgotten much, but he is alive. When the god of darkness sends his henchmen out to search, holy places have awakened, and their wrath makes the earth tremble.
Surrender while you can. There is no escape for you.
The ornament has been put back together.
It's too late for you anyway. Raven is opening the temple right now. Ha ha ha! Die, bastard!
Finished. We have succeeded.
Folks always make big fence and home camp for war. Fence good for war.
Who are you?
My name is Pandador, and you would be well advised if you crawl back under the rock from whence you came.
I order you to answer my questions.
Ask away then. Your knowledge will not help you. I simply cannot believe that there are truly still people who will forfeit their lives merely to see a dragon in the flesh. Yet another presumptuous mite who dared to climb my rock. You little humans, so brave and yet so fragile.
Kraknar! Master say you paladin now. Master right. Master always right.
Okay, just try it.
Ooh, I can't wait.
He should have known better. That's totally obvious. Same old thing.
Well, I'm ready. I'll see you at the ship.
Stay, human. All of my senses tell me that the murderer of my own flesh and blood stands before me.
Kadar. Open.
So now you've managed to find me. I've waited all too long for your arrival.
And the humans slew the beast, and it entered into Beliar's realm.
Zardos! What exactly happened in the Temple of Irdarath?
You just have to believe everything you hear. As if I didn't have enough proof that. You really did hard to know who to believe these days. I've heard a thing or two. That's not what I have trouble as it is.
Hey, don't I know you from somewhere?
It's possible. I was in the colony too.
Right. What do you want?
How's the situation?
Right now, we've got real trouble. Two factions are building up amongst us mercenaries. Silvio and his people doubt that Lee is following the right plan.
How come there are two factions?
Most of us came out of the colony with Lee back then. But some of the mercenaries hooked up with us later. They didn't come from the colony, but were farther south fighting the Yorks. Somehow they got wind that Lee needed people. Their leader was Silvio. He agreed that Lee was in charge, but now he's trying to stir up the mercenaries against him and his plan. A lot of Lee's people don't think that it's a big problem, but I know guys like Silvio. He'll go to extremes to realize his ideas.
Do you know what Lee's intentions are?
Lee wants us to wait and starve the paladins in the city. He is planning to get us all away from the island, and Enos knows I've got nothing against getting away from here. I don't really know how he's planning to go about it, but I trust him. He's led us well so far.
Do you know what Silvio is planning?
Silvio found out that some of the paladins have moved out to the old colony. He says the rest of the paladins wouldn't dare to attack us here, and wants to take advantage of the situation, plunder the small farms, waylay the militia patrols outside the city, hold up travelers, things like that. But Lee thinks that would be the worst thing we could do in our situation.
I want to become a mercenary.
I'm not sure that's a good idea.
Where's the problem?
Well, I either have to vote for you or against you. And in the situation we're in, I'll only vote for you if I can be sure that you're on Lee's side.
So what should I do?
Simple. Beat up a few of Silvio's boys. That way both sides will know exactly where you stand. And if you stick to the rules for a duel, you'll even win the respect of the others.
I hardly know what to believe anymore.
What are the rules for a duel?
Go to Torloff and let him explain it if you're interested. Just so we understand each other. I don't care if you stick to the rules or not, just as long as the boys wind up out cold in the mud.
Nobody ran like Beliar himself was after him.
Which of the mercenaries are Silvio's men?
There are 6 men. First of all, Silvio himself and his right-hand man, Bulko. Then there's Rod, Sentenza, Fester, and Raoul. The rest of the people are either neutral or on Lee's side.
How many of Silvio's people should I defeat?
If you knock 3 of them to the ground, then you've proven which side you're on. Whom you choose is your business. Just one little hint. This isn't about proving your courage. Don't go up against Silvio himself. He'll make mincemeat out of you.
What are you doing here in my kitchen?
You don't have to tell me that.
Something smells delicious here.
Oh, yes. I know the likes of you. They're swarming all over the place. First, they try to get on your good side, and then when you need them, they're nowhere to be seen.
I'm hungry.
I don't dish out food to tramps. I only feed people who work. And that mercenary riffraff, of course.
No one really wants to hear that.
I'm looking for work.
You want to work here on the farm? Only Onar can decide that. The farm is his, and so is the entire valley.
That's exactly what I said first.
Actually, I was planning to join the mercenaries.
So you're another of those felons from the penal colony? I might have known. Just leave me alone. There's already enough of your kind around here.
I need a place to sleep.
Don't even think about sleeping in my kitchen. Go find yourself a place in the barn.
What's your problem with the mercenaries?
Ah, those morons really get on my nerves, especially Silvio and his fat buddy Bulco. The two of them have been sitting in their corner for days now, making life miserable for me. The soup's too hot, the meat's too tough, etc. and so forth.
Then why don't you do anything about it?
And what am I to do, Mr. Smarty Pants? Whack them with my rolling pin? I can do that to the farmers, but these lowly bastards just hit back.
That's nothing new.
Want me to teach the two of them some manners?
You better not try that, honey. As far as I know, Silvio has magic armor. He can't be defeated.
And what about Bulco?
That guy is as strong as an ox. So far, he has flattened anyone who tried to mess with him or Silvio.
You don't have to tell me that. All that was just in the end. So don't tell me that. He really said that.
Hey! How are what are you? Can you teach me how to handle two-handed weapons?
Listen, boy. It takes a lot of strength to wield a two-handed weapon. Why don't you slink off to the pasture for a game of Ring Around the Rosie with the sheep?
I want to join the mercenaries.
There's no place for wimps around here.
I am strong enough.
Nonsense. You couldn't even lift a decent sword like mine.
Sooner or later.
I said I am strong enough.
Oh, you're killing me. Want to risk a little bet?
I bet I can handle your sword.
Really? How much should I relieve you of? Well, you look like a poor sucker. Let's make it 30 gold pieces. Do you even have that much?
Sure.
Let me see, then.
Here.
All right, let's see how strong you are.
About this strong.
Looks like you got me there. I never expected that. You really don't look like you have that much strength in you. Well, I guess I just lost 30 gold pieces. Here you are. Now give me back my weapon.
I'm staying out of it.
I think not.
What was that?
I think I'm going to keep it a little longer.
Just you wait, you bastard.
They're smashing it!
My God, a fight!
Yeah, let him have it.
Exactly.
You didn't get that from me.
Watch out!
That's not what I heard. Yeah, that's the ticket. No one really. Yeah, that's the ticket. That's all just. You already know what I think. Yeah, that's the ticket. That will never change.
Yeah, let him have it.
Forever.
Watch out!
That hurt.
That will never change.
Oh my
And
God,
now for the
fight!
fun part.
Hit him!
That's exactly what. I've got no.
Yeah, let him have it. Ouch! That hurt.
His decision. You already know what I think.
Hurry then.
That hit the spot.
Shit, that hurt.
Not bad.
I used to say that myself. I've got no time for things like that.
And that's the truth.
Hey!
What do you want?
I used to say that myself.
That's nothing new.
I want to have a look.
Don't go into the building on the left.
Silvio's in there. He's not in a good mood right now. If he sees a weakling who doesn't belong on the farm, he might get the idea of venting his bad mood on him.
Nothing's ever gonna change that. That's no secret.
Yeah, he really said that.
You don't have to tell me that.
You already know what I think.
Hey!
What do you want this time?
Long time.
Been there, done that.
Have fun.
And that's the truth.
Hey, you!
What do you want this?
I've got no time for things like that.
I want to join up with Lee.
Lee won't have much to say around here if he keeps on this way.
What do you mean?
He wants us all to sit around here and twiddle our thumbs. Intimidate a few farmers now and then, and that's it. Silvio always says offense is the best defense, and damn right he is.
He really should have known
Listen to the
better.
wrong people.
I used to say that myself.
I can't believe that. He thinks
Have-
it's as easy as...
Hey, you!
What do you want this?
And that's the truth.
Who is Silvio?
Our next leader, if you ask me. If you look like you're barely good for herding sheep.
That was quite obvious.
Just listen to him talk.
Nothing amazes me anymore.
Methinks I'm gonna punch you in the face.
What?
That's exactly what you need right now.
I've been too nice to you so far, haven't I?
Where did you pick that up then?
Oh my God!
Put away that weapon.
Smart kid.
All right, you win. What do you want? I don't know why he gets so worked up.
How's it going?
I'm curious to see whether they'll let you join.
Here's your sword back.
High time, too.
No time for things like that.
I never knew that. Really true.
Let's wait and see what happens.
That's the first I've...
Can you teach me
see
how to
about
handle
that.
two-handed weapons?
I'm not a bad fighter, but that doesn't mean I'm a good teacher. Still, I think I can show you the basics of two-handed combat anyway.
If he doesn't see that, nobody will know. I can't help it.
I want to improve my two-handed fighting.
He really should have known better.
He never would have thought of that himself.
How's...
That will only cause more trouble.
I want to...
Okay. Most...
I used to say that myself.
Nothing amazes me anymore.
Hey, you!
All right.
Did you pick that up?
I couldn't care less.
Hey, you!
What?
That's nothing new.
I'd like...
Do whatever you want.
More, believe me.
That's all just gossip.
Some problems solve themselves.
He didn't get that from
Let's
me.
wait and see what happens.
Nobody ever asked for...
Hey, you! What are you doing here?
I'm preparing for battle.
Why?
Lately, the farmers have had more and more problems with field raiders. A few of them even managed to get themselves eaten. Fat Onar didn't exactly find that amusing. None of us got our pay for a week, and it was more or less my fault. Now Lee wants me to wipe out the creature's nest by myself, and the other boys have already made bets on whether I'll survive.
Are you a good fighter?
I'm fair with a sword, but with a bow, I'm very good. Why do you ask?
Where's the nest?
In the middle of the field here, in the big rock.
We could attack that nest together.
You want to help me? Why?
I want to join you.
Oh, so that's the way it is. You want to prove how good you are. All right. Let's attack the beast together.
Let's attack the nest.
Right now? Or do you need to equip yourself first? You could go back to the farm first.
There's no time like the present.
Good. Then let's see what you got. One less monster around. less monster around. Nothing to plunder. Nothing there. One less monster around. So, this is where they drag the dead farmers. Disgusting. The filthy things should all be wiped out now. Let's go back. Wait a minute. What about our agreement? Well, I could get you accepted by us, but I won't. And why not? If I tell everybody that you helped me, they'll hit me with a new assignment. You understand I don't dig that, don't you? Capiche? Well, tough luck, kid. I'm sure you'll find someone else to help you. I think your hide could do with another tanning. I don't like having my leg pulled. Don't make me cry. Oh man, my head. Wait a minute. All right, you're the better fighter. What do you want? I think your hide could do with another tanning. It wasn't a good idea if you want to...
I couldn't care less. Or two.
That's nothing. I wish I could tell you. Leave these days.
It has come to my attention that you have it in for my boys, and as far as I know, you're one of Lee's protégés. I'm warning you, a few things are going to be different around here soon, and we'll talk about this again then.
We need to talk, you and I.
What do you want?
I think the best thing would be if you didn't show your face on the farm anymore. See to it that you're gone by tomorrow. We understand each other.
I'm not going to leave here.
I guess we're gonna have to discuss this again.
There's... Slug him.
That's all just gossip.
Slug him.
Yeah, let him have it. Go ahead, hit back. Yeah, let him have it.
Not bad at all.
That's been a long time. That's the first I've heard of it. I've got my own opinion about that. Where did you pick that up? These days.
Don't you try that again.
The two of...
Listen, you won now. Leave me alone.
How's it going?
Have I given you permission?
Thekla has a problem with you.
So, what is the dear lady's problem? And why doesn't she come herself?
You know that damn well.
Why don't you go discuss that with my friend Bulko for a while?
A lot of people talk about you.
A lot of people talk too much.
What do you think of Lee?
Oh, he's a good fighter. I wouldn't ever want to pick a fight with him. Unless, of course, it couldn't be avoided.
How many of Silvio's men are still on my list? I've bested Bulko.
I heard. Not bad.
Rod looks a little worse for the wear. Sentenza was trying to squeeze some gold out of me. Not a smart idea. Fester tried to take me for a ride. That was his mistake. I went to see Raoul.
And?
He was badly in need of a proper licking.
That's enough. That's enough. I'm impressed. If Lee asks me, I can vote for you without hesitation.
You really let Bulko have it, honey. Must have been an exhausting job to thrash that fat swine. Here, have a bite to eat so you'll gain back your strength.
Do you really think? Can I have some more of your stew?
I haven't got any now.
Not even a tiny bowl?
No.
Can I lick the pot then?
Will you cut it out? If you're so keen on my stew, you'll have to do something to get it.
What?
Go see Sagita, the healer who lives behind Sekop's farm, and bring me a package of her herbs.
You don't have to tell me.
If you bring me the herbs, I'll make you some stew.
I would have done that. I could tell you. All of this is going to change. That will never change. Tell me that. You never would have thought I really know who to believe these days.
You have to step in and sort.
How's my reputation among the mercenaries?
Let's see. Jarvis thinks you're on the right side. Cord thinks you'd be good enough to join. Cypher says that for him it was crystal clear that you'd get to join. Something seems to have made him really happy. You seem to have convinced Rod that you're strong enough. Sentenza won't vote for you. He says you still owe him 50 gold pieces. Buster says you're okay, and Dar says you're a blabbermouth. But his vote doesn't count for very much here. The rest of the mercenaries haven't said anything. Most of them are just waiting to see if you pass the test. At any rate, you won some fair duels already. You're far from done, kid. If you want us to accept you, you'll have to do something for it.
Myself. I will never change. There's nothing you can do about it. You listen to the wrong people.
I'm staying on.
Nobody ever asked for my opinion.
Bulko got what was coming to him. I've taught him a lesson.
The swine deserved it.
Hey! Everything...
Ah, an unfamiliar wanderer.
What are you doing here?
Well, the thing's a woodcutter and...
Can you teach me something about hunting?
Sure. But first, get me something decent to eat. I want a bottle of milk, a loaf of bread, and...
Here's the food you...
Fantastic.
Teach...
I can't teach you anything.
Hey, you!
Oh, you can't go through here.
I want to talk to your leader.
Oh, I see. You want to talk to my boss. Well, then of course I'll let you through. But only if you know his name. Because if you don't, I'll be obliged to kill you. Well?
Dexter.
Well, I guess you know the boss. Okay, I'll let you through. But I'm warning you, you get too close to anybody, you won't get out of here alive. So take a deep breath and leave your weapons where they are. You'll find Dexter in the house.
You have to feel sorry. You don't have to tell me that. Anything's possible. No idea. He simply needs to practice with it.
Look who's here, the great emancipator. Well, hero, what are you doing here?
I'm looking for a few answers.
I never thought you'd come here voluntarily.
What do you mean by that?
I mean that I've been looking for you. Haven't you seen any of my wanted posters? They all bear your mug. Oh yes, you're very much wanted. Didn't you know that?
So, what do you want from me?
Me? Nothing whatsoever. But my boss is hell-bent on seeing you dead. So he wants me to find you and bring him your head.
They say that you're kidnapping people from Corinus.
So you found that out too. Good work, Buster. And here I was thinking I had covered my tracks.
Where did those people disappear to? Maybe down the mine somewhere here?
They're far away in the northeast by now, where you can't get to them. I could show you where exactly, but I don't know why I would want to do that.
Who gave you this order?
My boss. He's a dangerous man. You know him. Raven, one of the former ore barons from the old camp in the Valley of Mines. He needs those people to fulfill his plans, and that's all you need to know.
An ore baron here in Corinus?
He's no longer an ore baron. He's got plans of his own, and Corinus will feel that before long.
Raven? Dangerous? Oh well.
What do you know? You don't know him like I do. He was a miserable swine even back then, but these days, he has changed since the fall of the barrier. There's a black shadow across his face. His fierce glance will pierce you like the claws of a raptor if you look into his eyes for too long. My only advice to you is, leave Corinus as fast as you can, before it's too late. There's nothing here for you, except for certain death.
I don't believe a word you're saying.
Hey, it's true. I swear on my mother's grave.
There's this fellow with an eye patch. He's looking for you.
Everybody's looking for me. I couldn't care less. If that guy has some business with me, let him come here.
And what do you intend to do now? Kill me?
Yeah, but you set us all free. That's why I'm giving you another chance. Beat it. Disappear. Make yourself invisible. Go and don't cross my path again.
I need to know where you brought those people.
Well, you could try beating it out of me. It's better for you if you leave now. If I see you around here again, I won't hesitate to kill you.
things I can tell you.
That's totally obvious.
The things I can tell you.
Nothing to be had there.
He was falling down drunk.
Things would have turned out differently for us. Been there,
You
done
don't have to
that.
ask me that. As if I didn't have enough time.
There's more, believe me. I'm staying out of it.
Nothing to be had there.
You're in for it now.
Thank goodness. The bandits are done for. You have saved my life.
Who are you?
My name is Elvridge. I come from town.
Master Thorben told me that you had disappeared.
Those lowly scum dragged me off here and were keeping me prisoner.
Lots of people are missing in town.
I don't know anything about missing people. I can only tell you what happened to me.
What exactly happened to you?
I was on my way to the rendezvous I had set up with my girl. Her name is Lucia. We've been planning to get away to the mountains and away from the town and all those who lived there. I had just arrived at the meeting point when suddenly some of these bandits sprang out from the underbrush and captured us both. I put up a fight, of course, but to no avail. There were just too many of them. You didn't happen to see them?
What did the bandits want with you?
Sometimes I could overhear them at night. I didn't get everything, but I think they wanted to make us slaves.
Tell me about Lucia.
A girl from the harbor district. She used to work for that horrible Bromor. She's very pretty.
Where were they going to take you?
To a place somewhere here, on the island of Corinus, but I think one can't get there without a ship. They brought me to a mooring place on the coast. Some pirates were camped out there. One of the bandits approached the pirates to negotiate. They were having a fierce argument. I think the bandit wanted the pirates to ferry him somewhere, along with me. But the pirates wouldn't have it. So the bandits withdrew, and we've been sitting around here ever since. They seemed to be rather at a loss, and then you came.
Pirates in Corinus?
I don't know very much. They always stay in the background. Every single one of them is a wanted criminal in Corinus. They're afraid of the gallows. That's why you're never going to meet one of them in town.
Where's the pirates' mooring place?
Not far from the harbor of Corinus. When you stand on the quay and look out to the sea, all you need to do is get a boat and go to the right along the coast. The first small bay you come across is the mooring place I was talking about.
Bromor says Lucia walked off with a golden dish.
Well, if Lucia really stole from Bromor, the bandits will certainly have taken the thing from her.
Where's Lucia now?
We parted ways at the big crossroads in front of Onar's farm. The bandits dragged Lucia off to the woods behind Sekop's farm. May Immerse protect her.
Did the bandits who held you captive receive a shipment of weapons?
Oh yes, so many that they could barely carry them. They took the whole caboodle and disappeared towards Sekop's farm.
You should get yourself back to town in a hurry.
What else would I be doing? I'm going straight back to my master Thorben. Will you go look for the bandits?
Well, yes, I think so.
If you find Lucia, get her safely back to town, will you?
I'll see what I can do. Hey, you! How's it going?
If you want to talk to Rumbold. I'm just here in case anyone makes trouble.
What are you doing here?
Beat it! Understand?
It's no secret.
I never knew that.
You're the farmer here?
You could say so, but I'm really just a tenant. All the land here is owned by one big farmer.
How do you make a living?
Mostly hunting and the wood we cut. Of course, we also raise sheep and work the land. Onar saddles me with all these laborers, and I have to keep them busy somehow. Only a few of them are good hunters, you see.
Has anything strange happened around here lately?
Many strange things are happening these days, but none as strange as the mysterious disappearance of Pardos. He's one of my field workers, and certainly not the kind who would drop everything overnight and slink off just like that, you see.
Nothing amazes.
What exactly is so strange about his disappearance?
Pardos is such a timid sort. The furthest he's ever been from the farm is to the end of my fields. He would run away at the mere sight of a meat bug. Those things may not be pretty to look at, but you really couldn't call them dangerous. They say there's people who eat them. Gross.
You get used to it.
That's all just gossip.
Maybe he was simply fed up.
Working in the fields was his life. I cannot imagine him having gone to work for another farmer. With me, he could do whatever he wanted.
You listened to the wrong people.
Any clues at all?
I think those bandits must have dragged him off. They've been roaming around this area for days now. I once saw them drag a citizen of the town off to their camp. It looked like they were gonna make him a slave.
Where is this bandit camp?
At the far end of my fields, some steps lead down to a small hollow. That's where they have made themselves at home. I'd like to go look for Pardos there, but there's no way I'm going up against those guys. And you had better give him a wide berth, too. They're not known for their sense of humor.
I agree with you completely. Who said that?
Were the bandits carrying weapons when they passed by here?
What kind of stupid question is that? How would they be bandits if they weren't armed?
I mean a whole load of weapons. A big delivery.
I see. Yes. Now that you mention it, they were carrying lots and lots. Some in barrels, some in bags, and some on the cart they brought.
You really think?
You're employing day laborers?
Onar sends away the workers he can't use on his farm. Then he sends them to me. I feed them and they work here for me.
He never would have thought of that himself.
What do you think of Onar?
He's a greedy bastard who'll get us all hanged in the end. One of these days, the paladins will come out of the city and make us small farmers bleed for what he's doing here. But I haven't got a choice. The militiamen only come here to collect and not to defend the farm. If I held myself loyal to the city, I'd be very much on my own. At least Onar sends some mercenaries now and then to see how we're doing.
Do you really think?
What have you got against the royal troops?
It's obvious. There hasn't been any improvement now that the paladins are in the city. Just the opposite. Now these cursed militiamen come onto our land even more often and steal everything they can. And the paladins don't do a darn thing about it. The only paladins that I've ever seen are the 2 guards at the pass. They wouldn't budge an inch, even if the militia slaughtered us all.
The pass?
Yeah, the pass to the old valley of mines by the waterfalls at the other end of the high pastures. Ask Malik about it. He was there a couple times last week.
I'm supposed to deal with your militia problem.
What? I told Onar he should send a couple of his mercenaries.
This is my chance to prove myself.
Terrific. Do you know what the militia will do to me if you screw it up? These bastards come by here once a week and collect the taxes for the city. It's a good thing you came just now. This is their usual time. We should be here any moment.
There's so many of you. Why didn't you just go up against the militia yourself?
It's true that there's a lot of us, but we're not trained fighters like the militia.
Let the militia come then. I'll deal with them.
I can't wait. Here they come now. See? I told you so. Just don't screw it up.
Let's wait and see what happens.
Look at this one. Another joke. What are you doing here, huh? Who the hell are you?
You hardly know who to believe these days.
I want you to disappear from here.
Well, well. So you want us to disappear? What'll happen if we don't go, huh?
Nobody will learn anything from me.
You already know what I think.
What do I have to pay you to get lost?
You want to pay for Bengar? That's different. Let me think.
Who said that?
With all his outstanding expenses, Bengar still owes us 65 gold coins. Either pay the dough or go stand quietly in the corner. So, are you Bengar's treasurer or what?
I'm no better off myself.
As if I didn't have enough.
Here's your money. Now scram.
I don't care who pays for Bengar. Have a nice day, moron.
But no, he insisted he knew better.
That'll only cause more trouble.
Your militia problem is a thing of the past.
Are you crazy? Do you know what those guys will do to me when you're gone? They're still standing around over there. Tell them they should disappear completely.
He should have known better.
Balthazar the shepherd isn't allowed on your pasture?
Oh yeah, that story. I told him Sekov should pay me money if he wanted to lead the sheep into my pasture. To tell the truth, that's only harassment. I just can't stand Balthazar.
You listen to the wrong people.
You're
right there.
You have to feel sorry for the poor guy.
Nothing amazes me anymore.
You have to feel sorry for the poor guy.
I couldn't get away with that.
I'd have gone about it differently.
No one really wants to hear that.
That'll only cause more trouble.
Nobody wants to know.
I agree with you completely.
It had to happen sooner or later.
That's all just gossip.
How?
If you want...
Hey, you're still here?
I just about had it with you.
Nothing amazes me anymore.
As if I didn't have enough.
That's really not my problem.
I don't want to hear that.
It's a bad business.
You don't have to ask me.
Your militia problem is a thing of the past.
Not bad. Maybe there'll be something left over at the end of the month now for a change. Thanks. You even wanted to pay for me. Now that's very decent of you.
Nothing's ever going to change that.
Nobody will learn anything from me.
You have to feel sorry for the poor guy.
That was obvious all along.
You already know what I think.
Everything all right?
Yet another day laborer who doesn't know where to go? No problem. Talk with our farmer Bengar.
What are you doing here?
I'm the shepherd here. It's not exactly a demanding job, but now and then you really have to watch out, especially if you get too close to the pass.
What do you know about the pass?
Not much, just that it leads to the old Valley of Mines that was surrounded by the barrier until a few weeks ago. Back then, the only thing we farmers had to be afraid of was the monthly caravan that took all kinds of goods to the Valley of Mines. Those cutthroats often made life difficult for us out here.
Where can I find the pass to the old Valley of Mines?
Near the two waterfalls on the other side of the high pastures.
What is it they say about the Valley of Mines?
All sorts of things. Some of the boys say they've heard screams at night. Some have seen strange lights over the mountains. But if you ask me, it's all just old wives' tales.
Have you ever been to the Valley of Mines?
No, but I go near the pass once in a while. Then I always see those two paladins who stand around and keep watch. It looks like they're making sure that nothing comes out of the valley. Back then, the Valley of Mines was a natural prison. If you went in, you never came out again.
Tell me more about the paladins. How long have they been posted there?
A week or two, I suppose. I don't know exactly. Some time ago, there was even a whole troop of them that disappeared into the pass. Since then, I haven't seen them again.
I don't see any women here at all.
You got that right. This is a man's farm, so to speak. Works pretty well, I think.
Don't work.
I'll try.
That's all just gossip. Those are all just rumors. That's been known a long time. That won't cause more If he doesn't see that, I can't help him.
I think I've found something.
These days. That's totally obvious.
I think I've found something. I think I've found something. Nothing to plunder. I think I've found something.
I'm staying out of it.
He never would have thought of that himself.
Tell me that isn't true.
Nothing to be had there. Nothing to plunder. Nothing to be had there. Nothing to be had there. Nothing there. Nothing to be had there. Nothing to be had there. Nothing there. Nothing there. Nothing there. Nothing to be had there. Nothing to be had there.
You're in for it now.
All by yourself out here?
Tell me what you want of me, and then go away. I'm busy.
Who are you?
You haven't heard of me then. Herb witch, they say. Quack, they call me. But when they're in a bad way, they all suddenly remember good old Sigita and her healing herbs.
What are you doing out here?
I've been living here for as long as I can remember, attending to my herbs. The forest is my friend. It offers me all that I need.
Can you heal me?
That's what you came for, isn't it? Just let me know when there's something wrong with you.
What wares do you have to offer?
Tell me what you want.
Thekla sent me to pick up a package for her.
Ah, yes. I had actually expected her days ago. Here's the package. Take good care of it.
Can you teach me your herbal lore?
How interesting. I don't get asked that very often. So you want to be my student? Then you'll first have to prove your request is serious. At the moment, I am working on a very rare potion made from exquisite herbs and juices. If you can get me one ingredient, a very rare herb, which I don't have here, I shall train you.
What ingredient is that?
It's an extremely rare plant, an herb called sun aloe. You can recognize it by its intensive almond scent.
Where can I find this ingredient?
The herb I require only grows in places where it can get all the nutrients it needs. These are found in the excrements of a black troll. That's why it's so difficult for me to get the herb, you see?
Let's see if I can get hold of it somewhere.
Well then, good luck with your search.
Heal me.
Let me see. My ointment will take care of the worst of your wounds.
Nothing to be had there. Nothing to be had there. Nothing to be had there. Nothing to plunder.
Nothing amazes me.
It can't go on like this forever.
You didn't get that from me.
I could tell you. That's been even
Here's the package from Sagita.
Thanks a lot. So you can make yourself useful after all.
Can I have some more of your stew?
All right, I'll be nice then. Here. So you won't starve before my very eyes.
You don't have to ask me that.
That's not what I heard. That was obvious all along.
No idea. You tell me.
Where did you pick that up then? I'm not touching that. That was quite obvious. Did you pick that up then?
Nobody will learn anything from me. All of that is a stretch.
You just have to listen.
You really didn't deserve that. You didn't deserve that.
Doing all right?
Hey, I know you. From the colony. What do you want here?
My own opinion about that.
I've come to join you.
Why not? I've got nothing against it. Anyway, you freed our mine from the guards back then.
It's the first
But don't count on getting along with the others here so easily. A lot of newbies have come along since then. And some of the old mercenaries won't remember you. I almost didn't recognize you. You look rather haggard.
When the barrier fell, I barely got away with my life.
Looks like you got lucky then.
Everything you hear.
That's the truth.
Do you have anything to sell?
Oh, don't ask. Bennett, one of the new guys, takes care of the weapons and armor now. In the colony, I was responsible for Lee's entire weapons store. And then along came a trained smith and pow, I'm out of a job. I desperately need a new job, even if all I do is guard the farms out there. I don't care, just as long as I'm not twiddling my thumbs here anymore.
Agree with you. Listen to the wrong people.
Can you teach me anything?
I can teach you a few tricks in handling a bow if you want. I don't have anything better to do right now anyway.
Don't say you didn't know that.
I want to learn more about archery.
What should I teach you?
I'm not touching it. I can't believe that.
I couldn't care less.
That's been known a long time.
There you go. Your aim is more accurate already.
Believe everything. Hardly know what to believe anymore.
And? Found a new task yet?
Not so far. Let me know if you have a job for me.
Heard a thing or two.
Have you tried finding a job in town?
In the city? Wild horses couldn't drag me there. Or do you think I would want to work there as a militia soldier? I can just imagine myself in the courtier's uniform, and then that obsession with obedience. Nah, forget it. There may not be anything to do here on the farm, but at least I can do what I want.
That will never change.
That's really not my problem.
Tell me that isn't true.
You hardly know who to believe these days. That's really not my problem, people.
Tell me that isn't true.
I took care of Bengar's militia problem.
Did you make sure that they won't be standing on his doorstep again tomorrow?
They'd have a really hard time doing that.
Well done. You passed your test. If you can handle a militia, most here will respect you.
I'm not touching that.
How's my reputation among the mercenaries?
Let's see. Wolf says he has nothing against you joining. Jarvis thinks you're on the right side. Cord thinks you'd be good enough to join. Cypher says that for him it was crystal clear that you'd get to join. Something seems to have made him really happy. You seem to have convinced Rod that you're strong enough. Sentenza won't vote for you. He says you still owe him 50 gold pieces. Buster says you're okay, and Dar says you're a blabbermouth. But his vote doesn't count for very much here. The rest of the mercenaries haven't said anything. You convinced most of them by passing the test. You have my vote in any case, and you won some fair duels. A lot of mercenaries respect that. Most of the mercenaries are for you. As far as we're concerned, you can start with us at any time. Go to Lee. He'll explain everything else to you.
I'm not telling you anything new. Would have thought of that.
That will never change.
That's the first I've heard of it.
I'm not telling you anything new. He doesn't see that. That's not what I heard.
He thinks it's as easy as that.
Don't even think about touching anything here. Otherwise, you'll get a couple upside the head, got it?
What's your job?
Onar wants me to spend all day keeping an eye on his stuff. He's worried that something will go missing, and I would too in his place. Most of the mercenaries he's hired are former convicts from the penal colony. They'll walk off with everything that isn't nailed down if no one watches out.
There's a whole bunch of junk here.
That's right. And most of it is extremely valuable. Onar collects valuable objects. A simple man like me can hardly afford such luxury. I stick to other things.
And that would be?
I collect old coins.
I've got an old coin here.
Show me. Oh yeah? That won't bring much on the open market. I'll pay you a gold piece for it. Exactly as much as it used to be worth.
Not quite enough. What about 2?
Nothing doing. I'm not a loony. Beat it.
I've got an old coin here.
You know what I'm prepared to pay for it, you dog. 1 gold piece, no more.
It's a deal.
Good. If you have any more of those, you'll know where to find me.
Interested in some more old coins?
Sure. You still have any?
A few.
Thanks. Here's your money. Bring me all you can find.
Has anyone?
A few. And I could.
Who let you in here? What are you doing here on my farm?
Everything all right?
I don't see how that's any of your business.
I want to work for...
I don't need a farm. My people see to everything. You have no business here.
I want to...
You? A mercenary? Don't make me laugh. Now get yourself out of here, pronto.
You're revolted.
Now listen up. I inherited this farm and this land from and he inherited it from his father. I'm not going to allow that greedy imbecile of a king to make off with all... The war with the orcs has been going on forever. And where do we stand? On the edge of defeat. No, I prefer to defend my farm myself. The money that I save this way can pay for my own army.
Thanks to Bulko, you now have a few sheep.
And what are you talking about?
One of the mercenaries.
How would that interest me? So why are you bugging me with such... What are you doing here then? See a sheep anywhere?
Have
Pepe sell you one.
Would you mind if...
Once you have passed the test, I shall vote for you.
I passed it already.
Well, that's all right then.
What?
Only...
Onar now has a few sheep less thanks to Bulko.
Oh, leave me alone with that shit. I've had enough trouble as it is.
Me too. Bulko seems to have a problem with me. He wants me to leave the farm.
Yes, and assert yourself. You can tell him he should restrain himself. Otherwise, I'll deduct the lost sheep from his pay.
I'm ready to join you.
Then you've passed Tarloff's test?
Yes.
That's good. What did the other mercenaries say?
Most of them are on my side.
Good. Then go see Onar now. I've already talked with him. But you'll have to negotiate your pay yourself.
Who are you?
I am Onar's wife, Maria. What do you want here?
I just wanted to have a look around here.
With all these men on the farm now, there's no peace to be had inside the house. They just keep barging in here.
Do the mercenaries bother you?
Oh, well. At least the farm has been a lot safer since the mercenaries came. Back when we were still on our own, the militia came from town all the time to plunder our provisions. They dragged off the better part of the harvest, and they took some sheep, too. They did nothing for us in return. A few of those scoundrels even stole from us.
So what did they steal from you?
Mostly gold and silver. They even took my wedding present, a golden plate. I bet it's now gathering dust in the chest of some filthy city guard.
Tell me about Onar.
He's a good man, a little grumpy and very impatient, but we've all got our faults. I told my husband, "Why do you let the soldiers from the city treat you like that?" "Do something," I said. So he hired the mercenaries. Now I feel like I'm in the middle of a war. But then, we are at war, aren't we?
Has anything exciting happened here lately?
The paladins passed by here. At first we thought they were going to attack the farm, but they were headed for the Valley of Mines.
That's all just gossip.
You have to step in and sort things out.
That's all just gossip. That's really not my problem.
It can't go on like this forever.
That was no big deal.
He never would have thought of that himself.
How are things?
So. But so what about those things I buried? Have you found them yet?
What was your business with the mercenaries?
I already told you I'm looking for this fellow in red armor. But the idiots here have no idea what I'm talking about.
I take it you're looking for someone named Dexter?
Damn it, how would I know the fellow's name?
I know where you can find him.
Really? Tell me.
Not far from here. He seems to be the leader of an evil gang of bandits.
Ha! Yup, that's him. I knew the old landlubber'd hold up here somewhere. Now, all I need to do is scour all the hideouts and rat holes around here. I'll find that bastard. Don't need your help for that.
I found your buried things.
Then you should be carrying about 100 gold coins, a golden chalice, a silver dish, and an amulet, and they're all mine. Give them here.
Here's your stuff. A bag with 100 gold coins, a golden chalice, a silver dish, and an amulet.
Very good. You're lucky that you weren't dumb enough to simply take the stuff and run. Here's your share of the booty.
The militia are gone, and Balthazar can use your land again.
Why?
Because I said so.
All right. Whatever you say. Let him find a place for his beast somewhere behind the field.
Take care.
You too.
Is it really true?
I couldn't care less.
Don't tell me you didn't know
I used to say that myself.
You can bring your sheep back to Bengar's pastures. I've talked to him.
Thank you. I'll be right on my way. Here, take these sheepskins as a token of my appreciation.
That's not what I heard.
There you are, finally. I've been waiting for you.
What happened?
The drinking contest is finally over.
Who won?
This time, Randolph has won. Rookar must have been having a bad day. So, well, I hope that was the last time.
You don't have to tell me
I don't
that.
want that kind of to do in my house ever again. Remember that.
I agree with you completely.
Wait a minute. Hangover?
No, I feel fine, really. It finally worked this time. Thanks again for your money. Here, take it back.
Sooner or later.
Looks like Rukar won't be getting up anytime soon.
That's really not my problem.
I've got no time for things like that.
You seem to have bitten off more than you can chew.
Here's your money, and not one word more.
Tell me that isn't true.
That's really not my problem.
It had to happen sooner or later.
But no, he insisted he knew better. Nothing amuses me anymore.
I'm staying out of it.
Is it really true? That? I'm better off myself.
He thinks it's as easy as that.
That was obvious all along.
And there's more, believe me.
Nothing amazes me anymore.
You don't have to tell me that.
That's not what I heard.
You don't have to tell me that.
But no, he...
I couldn't care less.
Do you really believe that?
That was no big deal.
You hardly know who to believe these days.
And that's the truth.
Can't keep anything to himself.
And he works all day, too.
Hey, you're one of us! Let me tell you something. If you intend to empty some pockets in town, because they're pretty sharp at watching their stuff, try to grab the desired object with one hand and wave about with the other. That distracts them.
I can't take care of it.
So?
What else do you...
If I hadn't seen it with my own eyes.
And Enos, in his wisdom, did so. Enos feared for the day in which the
thanks,
beast
man.
would
I mean, thank you,
return to
really.
the land.
And there I was, thinking I'd never get out of here.
What are you doing here?
I got locked in. The door was open, and all I wanted to do was have a little look-see.
So
but as soon as I was
Enos
inside, the
leave
guard
a
came and
part
locked
of
the
his
damn
power
door.
in his realm,
This
so that
is
he might restore it
somewhat
to the
embarrassing.
human, if the
I'd be
beast
very
should
grateful if it could
return.
just remain between you and me.
I understand that wasn't exactly something to be
And
proud of.
Enos, in his
I think I
wisdom,
need a drink now.
did so. But the light was a torment for Belia. Oh, that Enos...
Eldritch will work for you again from now on.
I can only hope that he won't disappear again when the next little tart waves her skirt at him. Take this gold as a reward for bringing back my apprentice.
I found a letter from your Lucia.
What? Give it here. No, I don't believe this. No, I just can't believe it. She just can't leave me behind like this. Take this letter back. I don't want it. I firmly believe that she's going to come back to me someday.
Halt! No one may enter the storeroom!
Will it ever change?
Are you deaf? One step closer and I'll chop you to bits!
It's really not my problem.
I've got my own opinion about that.
That's the...
Nobody wants to.
You've been selling weapons to the bandits.
But what makes you think that?
This list of merchandise that I took from a bandit bears your signature. I found this ring of the Overseas Traders Guild, Araxis, with the bandits. You're an overseas trader, and the swords which the bandits were carrying bore your initials. You can admit it now, I've blown your cover.
I didn't mean to do that, believe me. First, all they wanted from me was food supplies. Business was really slow, so I got involved with them. Then they became more aggressive and threatened to kill me if I didn't sell them the swords they wanted. You can't blame me for this. I'm a victim of circumstances.
The militia is gonna deal with you.
You can't do this.
I should say I can. You'll be amazed.
Bye, Enos. I'm ruined.
Nobody ever asked for my opinion.
He doesn't see that. I can't help him.
These are bad times.
If I hadn't seen it with my own eyes. Honestly, I won't tell her a thing from now on.
I don't believe that.
Show me.
Where did you pick that up then?
That's been known a long time.
It's the first I've heard of it. I don't believe this is gonna change.
He doesn't see that. I can't help him. I'd have gone about it differently.
Really didn't deserve that.
I'd have gone about it.
Honestly, I noticed it myself. I don't believe that.
Really? How interesting.
Same old thing all over.
He'd better shut up.
You don't say.
It was quite obvious.
Honestly, I witnessed it myself.
Someone's gonna do the work.
He really didn't deserve that.
That's been known a long time. I haven't heard about this before.
I see. You haven't just come to buy fish. I'll make you an offer if you have any silver plates or chalices. I'll take them for a good price.
Nobody will learn anything from me.
It was his decision,
I
wasn't
believe this is gonna change.
it? Enos deals out fair punishment.
Don't say
Hey, You know what I want from you.
Oh, yeah. You want to join the militia, right? You've already proven your abilities to me. Well, let me put it this way. I'd rather know you're on our side than on someone else's. That's why I'll help you. Take this letter of recommendation from me and show it to Andre, our paladin commander. You'll find him in the barracks. I'm sure he can use you.
About the weapons dealer?
Show me what you have.
I found this rapier with the bandits. The letter F is carved on the pommel. The bandits had this ring. It points to an overseas trader. This list of deliveries of weapons and other things to the bandits here is signed by a certain Fernando. Besides that, Fernando, the old trader from the upper quarter, has admitted having done business with the bandits.
I think that's enough. Fernando, then. Well, he'll get what's coming to him. And he always acts like butter would melt in his mouth. I'll see to it that he's put away until he rots. Sound work, I must say. Vatras will be glad of this good news.
But he knew that all along.
Nothing amazes me anymore.
Better to watch out who you tell what.
That's terrible.
Don't tell me why you get so worked up.
Everybody knows by now.
Better to watch out who you tell what.
That's an open secret.
Who says things like that?
I found the dish that Lucia stole from you.
Great! High time I got it back.
No idea. You tell me.
Don't you want to know what became of Lucia?
No, why? I have got the dish back, haven't I? I have managed without Lucia so far, and I will in the future. Why would I try to make her come back, huh?
That's what I've always said. Everybody knows by now.
He had better shut.
What about a reward?
You get to have a good time with one of my girls for free. What do you say, huh?
Don't tell this to anyone. These are bad times.
That's no secret.
I don't believe that.
Agreed. Here's your dish.
Thanks. Go to Naja. She'll accompany you upstairs. Huh? Yeah.
Don't tell this to anyone.
That's terrible.
You really have known better.
I don't believe that. You don't say.
That's not what I heard.
Hey!
Now that's typical, isn't it?
Better to watch out.
He can't keep anything to himself.
Don't tell this to anyone.
Really? How interesting.
That's not what I heard.
Who says things like that?
And he works all day, too.
Talks too much. That's terrible.
About those missing people.
Yes?
Let me tell you what I know. Elvrich, Master Thorben's apprentice, told me that the bandits take the kidnapped people out of Corinus by sea. Some pirates are involved in this somehow. I haven't quite figured out their role yet. I rescued Elvrich from the bandits. The bandits dragged off a girl named Lucia. Lucia, the girl that was kidnapped by the bandits, has decided to join them. It certainly looks like she did this out of her own free will.
I think you're on the right track. Just carry on.
About this weapons dealer. I know the dealer who's been selling weapons to the bandits. His name is Fernando.
Very good. Has Martin taken the necessary steps to stop him from delivering any more?
Yes, Martin will see to it that he won't be leaving the dungeon anytime soon.
Well done, son.
Does that mean that you're going to let me join the Ring of Water now?
That was not what we agreed upon, and you know it. May Adonis light your path.
Where did you pick that up then?
Hey!
Go away. Don't tell me that. Everybody knows my name.
Look, I've got this letter of recommendation from your provisions master.
What? Show me. Well, I'll be. This must have cost you quite an effort. It's no easy feat to get something like this out of Martin. All right, I'm convinced. If Martin vouches for you, I shall let you join. Let me know when you're ready.
I'm ready to join the militia.
Martin, the provisions master, vouches for you and has even recommended you. That alone is enough for me. You can join us if you wish, but your decision will be final. Once you wear the armor of the militia, you cannot simply take it off and no longer belong to us. Are you prepared to fight together with us for Immerse and the king?
I'm ready.
Then so shall it be. Welcome to the militia. Here is your armor. Wear it with pride and dignity.
Can I finally see Lord Hagen now?
You are now in the service of the Paladins. They will let you in, but you had better have something important to say.
Don't worry, I do.
Remember that you are meeting the Chief Paladin. Behave yourself accordingly. You represent not only yourself now, but the entire militia.
Will I get a weapon too?
Of course. Peck usually takes care of that. But it occurs to me that I haven't seen him for quite a while. Find out where he's hiding and bring him here. Then he will give you a weapon. And if you want to sleep, you can lie down in one of the beds in the bunkhouse.
Have you got an assignment for me?
Lately, there's been an increase in the sale of swamp weed in the city. We cannot allow this stuff to catch on. Otherwise, everyone here will start smoking and no longer be able to work, let alone wield the weapon. Particularly now that there is a danger of a possible attack by orcs or mercenaries. I suspect that the mercenaries are behind it. I bet they are bringing the stuff into the city.
What is there to do?
Mortis, one of our men, heard in the harbor inn that a package of swamp weed has arrived somewhere in the harbor district. Look around down there and bring me the package.
Have
you found it?
Not so. Will you tell me now why you paladins have come to Khorinis?
Now you belong to the city guard. Therefore, you are also subordinate to the paladins. Now, I can take you into my confidence. We have come on a mission from King Robar. With the collapse of the barrier, the deliveries of ore have failed. Therefore, we are getting the ore and bringing it to the mainland. With the ore, we shall forge new weapons and drive the orcs back.
What about the missing people?
What about them?
Well, shouldn't we try to find them?
Lord Hagen gave me orders to protect the town and the surrounding farms. That means that we're taking care of the people who are still here. The militia patrols the streets at night. That's all I can do. And you will take care of the tasks I give you. Understood?
How's the situation in town?
Everything is under control. Carry out your assignments.
I've come to...
Of the imminent danger of an attack by orcs, each inhabitant of the city is to prepare himself.
How do you make a living now?
Leave me alone.
Training in the skills of combat immediately and to arm himself appropriately. Hasn't anyone given you some of our armor? Then get some first.
Hey!
So Lord Andre accepted you. I expect you to come here and train regularly. Ruga will train you in the art of the crossbow, and Mortis will help you to increase your strength.
But the most important thing is for you to learn to handle your sword properly. I'll make a good fighter of you yet.
Let's begin. Hey, you!
What do you want? Peck isn't here, so you can't get anything. Come back later.
Where's Peck?
You've just started with us, huh? Well then, welcome to the team. Peck's been in the city a really long time. I bet he's hanging around that sweet Vanya in the Red Lantern.
What do you know about that package of weed?
The last time I was in the Harbor Inn, I heard how Cardiff and some other guy were talking about it.
Who was the other guy?
No idea. But he said he'd found the best storage place for his herbs. Then the two of them laughed like drunken orcs.
Hey, what are you doing here?
I'm training the...
Could you try?
Sure thing. Oh.
Isn't worth a...
Hey, come closer. Take a break and have nothing. Hey, the pal. Hey, come closer. The pal. Hey, come nothing.
You're with the militia now. I'm proud of you. As long as you're in the army, naturally I won't expect you to fulfill your duties as an apprentice as well. But if you need anything, you can come to me anytime.
That's not what I heard. I'm not touching that. That's been known a long time.
Honestly, I witnessed that Cicel.
That's really not my problem.
You already know what I think.
These are bad times.
That was obvious all along.
That's the truth.
These are bad times.
Hey, it's time to hit the road.
What do you want? Can't you see I'm busy?
I need a weapon, so come back to the barracks.
Damn it, your weapon can wait.
Come on, Andre's already missed you too.
Damn. Okay, I'm coming already. But when you report back to Andre, don't tell him I was here.
I can't take care of everything for everybody.
That doesn't surprise me.
Who said that?
Hey, you!
I agree with you completely.
I know why the Paladins are here.
Really? Tell me.
The Paladins are here to get the magical ore from the Valley of Mines, not because they expect the orcs to attack the city. As soon as they've got the ore, they're going to return to the mainland.
Good. If you find out more, let me know.
As if I didn't have enough. I agree with you completely.
But no, he insisted he knew better. Hey, you got no business here, understand?
Who are you?
That's none of your business. I'm the boss here, okay?
The boss? Of what? Of those chests?
Hey, the storeroom was under my supervision, got it? So piss off, or else I'll bash in your skull. Just you wait, you soap.
That's what I've always said.
Martial law is immediately declared in all cities and regions of the realm.
For the
all
king.
Civilian judges are to hand over their duties to the royal paladins, effective immediately.
Hey! I've managed to track down Peck.
Yes, he's already back at his post and going about his duty. Where did you find him?
He crossed my path in town.
All right. Then go to him and get yourself a weapon.
About the package.
Have you found it?
I threw it into the harbor basin.
So? Well, the main thing is that it can no longer fall into the wrong hands. Here is your pay.
Have you got another job for me?
You have taken the package of swampweed out of circulation. Good. But I would like to know who is distributing the stuff among the people. It must be someone in the harbor district. If someone regularly came from outside the city, he would have been caught some time ago.
What exactly am I to do?
Find the dealer and get him to sell you some weed. That will not be easy, but we cannot arrest him otherwise. Talk to Mortis. He knows the harbor district. Perhaps he can help you.
I'm still working on...
Good.
Have you got another assignment for me?
Lobart the turnip farmer has problems in his fields. If we help him, it will solidify his relationship with the city. So go to him and see what is wrong.
I've come to get myself a weapon.
Well, look who's here. Our new comrade. And he wants a sword. You didn't tell Andre I was in the Red Lantern. You seem to be okay. Here, take your sword. It's the best that I have. If you want a better weapon, then go to the merchants in the market.
Hey, you! What do you know about the harbor district? I want to find the one who's selling the swampweed.
Well, the guys down there really don't talk much. And they're guaranteed not to say anything to one of the city guard. If you want to learn anything down there, you should... No, you have to take off your armor.
All right, and then?
The tavern and the brothel are probably the best places for you to go. If you're gonna learn anything, then you'll learn it there.
Are you interested in this package of weeds?
A package of herbs? That's not swamp weed, is it? Oh, take it away, son of improvidence. If the city guards catch me with that, they'll throw me into jail, and you will fare no better. If you're planning to sell this stuff, I advise you, leave this town. Try and get rid of it somewhere outside the city walls. In here, all you can get for it is trouble galore.
Can you make...
Oh, son of the mysterious future. Only when time set.
Hear ye, inhabitants of Corinus.
There you are.
Wait a minute.
Do you know where I could buy some weed?
If I were you, I'd try my luck in the Red Lantern.
Hey, here!
So you stick to what Cassia tells you. We don't care who you are otherwise. You're one of us, and that's all that counts.
Ah, you're involved with the gang. All right. In that case, I've got something for you. If you ever need some lockpicks, come to me. I still have a few around. Just ask me for something to drink.
I need... Where can I buy weed here?
Certainly not here.
All right, where then?
I'd talk to Meldor if I were you.
Can I get special goods here too?
Sure, all my goods are very special. If you have enough gold, you can...
Let's go upstairs.
Today's your lucky day.
He would have never thought of that himself.
That will never change.
Where can I find myself some weed?
No idea. Better keep your fingers off of that, because if you keep asking about it, you might burn them.
That's not what I heard.
Hey, you! Where can I buy some weed around here?
If you want me to tell you something, you'd better part with a few gold pieces.
How much do you want?
50 gold pieces should do the trick.
Now tell me where I can buy weed.
Talk to Borka, baby. He'll have some weed for you. The next couple of hours belong to us. It's time for you to relax, lie back, and enjoy. That's not what my husband thinks.
But that's terrible.
Everybody knows by now.
If I hadn't seen it with my own eyes.
Bad business.
I've heard you're selling weed.
Says who?
That's beside the point.
I just want to know who sent you so I can be sure you're all right.
So, do you want to cut a deal or not?
All right. Let's make a deal. You give me 50 gold pieces, and then you'll get your weed. No haggling.
Let's make a deal. Here's the gold.
All right. Here's a fresh, resinous stalk of weed.
Some problems solve themselves.
About that weed, I know who's selling the weed in town. It's Borka, the doorman at the Red Lantern.
Indeed? Do we have proof?
He sold me some swamp weed.
Fine. That's enough for us. I shall have him arrested at once. Here is your pay.
Shall it be?
I can't take care of everything for everybody.
And it's gonna get even worse.
Nothing to be had there. Nothing to be had there.
You're in for it now.
Hey, you!
I won't tell her a thing from now on.
These are bad times.
He simply talks too much.
Hey!
The
bandits that were occupying your lighthouse are gone.
Is that really true? Finally, I can get back to my work. Come with me to the lighthouse. You get an incredible view of the sea up there.
But no, he insisted he knew better.
That'll only cause more trouble.
Really? How interesting.
And he works all day, too.
These are bad times. say.
Really, how interesting. I can't take
Hey,
anything for everybody.
you're in the militia now. I'm gonna laugh myself sick. A former convict in the militia. Only you could pull something like that. You won't blow the whistle on me about working for Lee, will you?
But you know me.
Really, how interesting.
If I hadn't seen it with my own eyes.
Okay, let's go.
Where?
That's terrible.
Really?
Let us take Vatris's ornament back.
Then let's go. Follow me.
Don't tell me that.
Don't tell this to anyone. These are bad times.
But Adanos feared for the day in which the beast would return to the land.
This forever.
I won't tell her a thing from now on.
That's what I've always said.
Who says things like that?
Now that we're no longer in town and cannot be overheard, let me tell you a little more. We are now going to take this ornament that you brought me back to Satyrus. You remember Satyrus, don't you?
Certainly. He was the leader of the water mages in the new camp.
We lads from the former new camp still have good relations with the water mages. Even Lee will still protect the water mages against any danger today if it's within his power. To keep up the contact with the water mages, I'm in town most of the time, working together with Vatris. And this is the armor that is issued to each of us by the water mages. The members of the Ring of Water have been wearing such armor since before the Orc Wars.
What is Cavalorn's part in this? He wasn't a follower of the new camp as far as I know.
You are right. Our community has grown. Even I do not know how many there are by now. But let us move on. I want to get further away from the city. We can talk more about it later.
Let's move on.
Stay close behind me. What's wrong? Are you still holding up?
Let's move on.
Stay close behind me.
Nothing amazes me anymore. It had to happen sooner or later. Don't tell me you didn't know that.
Come here, you filthy beast.
Wait a minute. Nothing to plunder.
Don't you break down on me now.
Stop blabbing. Let's move on.
Stay close behind me. Another one of those beasts.
Nothing to plunder. Wait a minute. Nothing there.
So much for you. The water mages are all beside themselves. They've been digging at an excavation site in the northeast for weeks. It's anybody's guess what they're trying to find there. It all started when the earth began trembling like it did in the worst times of the barrier. Horrible stone creatures emerged from the ground, slaying everyone who went within 100 feet of them. The water mages took the matter in hand and destroyed those hostile invaders. And now they're digging down there, searching for an explanation for these strange events. But you will soon see for yourself.
Let's move on.
Stay close behind me. Can you still go on?
Yeah. Let's move on.
Stay close behind me. Another one of those beasts. Right. It could get dangerous here.
Let's move on.
Keep back a little. We're here. Here, take the ornament. The water mages must be in there somewhere. Take it to them. If you should meet any beast down in that hole in the ground that look like they're too much for you, flee forward to Satyrus. He'll take care of the beast for you. I need to go back. And one more thing. Don't even think about strolling around for long with this ornament. Go directly to Satyrus. See you.